Apple CEO Tim Cook says his company will start making Macs in the good old US of A to the tune of about $100 million. Cook shared the news in an exclusive interview with NBC's Brian Williams. Now, all of it came when Williams asked, "Why can't you be a Made in America company?" According to WCAU,
Cook says a line of existing Mac computers will be made somewhere in the States starting next year, but he hasn't said exactly where or which computers he's talking about.
Cook told Bloomberg that doesn't mean Apple will do it themselves, but says, "We'll be working with people and we'll be investing our money." Cook's media blitz follows plenty of bad press about Apple's overseas manufacturing snafus, namely at the Foxconn plant in China. CBC suggests the announcement about American production is strategic.
Tim Cook, sort of on a PR offensive, was on the media talking about they're going to invest $100 million this year alone and move production of one of their existing lines of the Mac computers to U.S. soil.
$100 million sounds like a lot of cash, but one CNN correspondent isn't impressed. She doesn't think it clears anything up either.
Frankly, that's a drop in the bucket for a company of its size. So it's really hard to say right now if that means expanding current operations or even building out brand new ones.
Pando Daily says it's not quite time to hit the streets chanting USA just yet. Writer Nathaniel Mott predicts the iMac is the machine that will be made in the States, but notes it's also one of Apple's slowest selling products. In the fourth quarter this year, Apple sold 4.9 million Macs. In that same time, it moved 14 million iPads and 27 million iPhones. The news comes as Apple stock continues to sink. Some industry analysts now suggest Apple is headed for what's called the death cross. That's when a stock's 50-day moving average drops below its 200-day moving average. CNBC explains.
Remember that the death cross is a lagging indication of the correction of more than 28% that we saw from that September high.
According to CNET, Cook is also hinting that Apple's long-rumored expansion into television may be closer than ever. That's based on his Brian Williams interview, which airs on Thursday night on Rock Center. I'm Jim Flink for Newsy. Multiple sources, the real story.